I'm joined today by Robert Bean of Grunberg & Co. Grunberg & Co are a top accountancy firm in North London. Robert, how are you doing?
I'm fine. You?
Yeah? Tell us a little bit about Grunberg & Co first before we get started.
Grunberg & Co are a 5-partner firm. We have about 40 members of staff. We are general practitioners, which means that we don't specialise in any area, and we give an all-round advice to our clients, be it small traders, large businesses and individuals.
The media, people in the public domain are telling us that we're in the middle of an economic downturn. I'm sure some of your clients are feeling it at the moment. In fact, most businesses are. What are you suggesting to clients at the moment that they do to try and help them out of this economic downturn?
We can't see what the future is. The next 6 to 9 months will be critical as to what's going to happen with individuals and businesses. But fundamentally, businesses need to plan. They need to forecast where they're going, how they're going to do things in the next 6 to 9 months and longer period for the next 5 years even, so that they can ride the wave.
Where we're coming from as the sales expert is, we believe that when there's an economic downturn and when your competitors are struggling, that's actually really the time, if you've got any money, if you've got any ambition to really ride the storm, where you should be progressing as hard as you possibly can from a marketing and a sales perspective. So I'm sure you'll also agree that it's vital that part of that business plan is a sales plan, and that companies really have a plan to drive new business at all times.
There's 2 ways of getting new business. There's going out, buying new business, buying marketing, buying advertising, etc. But there's also using the client base that you have to generate more sales by giving them a better service, add-on services, add-on products, which business owners, especially small business owners, should be prepared to invest time, not necessarily money, but invest time into.
Sounds like my kind of answer. Perfect. One of the things that we find in sales and marketing is companies often, in times of a downturn, cut their spend on marketing and sales. We think it's a time to spend more and try and outdo your competition and be seen amongst your competitors. What's your view? I mean, we're coming from a purely sales background. Obviously, we favour going
sales and marketing to be top of their list.
Yeah, and we favour it being more proactive than reactive. As an accountant, what would your view be?
By looking at the entire business, a decision needs to be made whether they spend money or reduce the spend of money externally. On the converse side, they need to look at internal methods of increasing their sales and marketing. They have a client base at present, which maybe they're not utilising to their full capacity. So instead of cutting the spend on sales and marketing externally, they focus on what they've got internally and use that as a tool to generate more income and hopefully help the business in the longer term.
One of the things that we often say is that we should be going to our existing clients and making sure they're aware of the services that you offer. I think one of the problems that we have is you don't necessarily have to believe the papers and cut spending just because they're telling you that times are hard. I think you have to look at it, and if you are finding things hard, then fine, look at it then. But don't just believe the papers, because they are hyping it possibly more than it is.
And that's the problem. But by planning and looking at the whole business and deciding where you want your business to go, then that should help you short, medium and long term for your business survival.
So from a sales perspective, someone wants help with a marketing campaign or branding, they contact the sales expert or consultancy store. If you want strategic advice across the business, who do your clients turn to?
We actually do that in-house. We have a strategic consultant who looks at all aspects of the business, and if they deem a certain area needs to be looked at, then obviously sales and marketing can be given to the sales expert, the consulting store.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But generally, the strategic consultant that we use looks at the whole area, the whole business, HR, what people are doing, where they want to be, sales, advertising, etc., etc.
Very interesting that you offer. That's quite proactive for an accountancy firm.
Yes, it's an area that we've been involved in the last year, and it's an area we want to grow. because we want to offer our clients a full service, a business advisory service, rather than just doing their year-end accounts or year-end tax return.
So you're doing exactly what you've said throughout this interview that you should do, which is go to your existing clients with more services.
Exactly.
Excellent. Of course.